Welcome to the 19th episode of our show, Talk to Coach, in association with India Coaching Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, namaste. This is your host, Khushbu Sharma, welcomes you on a forum this afternoon. We truly appreciate your presence and time as always. And as we believe and we say that we come together with the sheer purpose of getting an inch more closer to coaching and its business. And we are so happy to be able to discover that we are able to make a difference to you. And today, yet again, we are together here on this forum exclusively there for you, sharing our wisdom with you and making the difference. Well, these days we often hear about corporates showing a lot of interest in coaching. That's what we keep getting to know. And and hence organizational coaching is speeding up. It definitely, as we all know, it is proven that it surely can help identify and achieve corporate goals and is extremely productive. But what's more interesting is that to make it productive for the organizations and its employees, it usually requires a team of professional coaches, and we cannot go wrong. We cannot afford to go wrong on that. The coaching team should, in my opinion, be vetted based on levels of experiences, areas of expertise, and for that matter, the subject and the industry knowledge. Now, while it can be a logistical nightmare to put together an internal coaching team, hence it's important to know that there are many firms that specializes in organization development and corporate coaching, like our own India Coaching Federation. Now let's dive into today's conversation with our very own Dr. Dhirendra Gautam, who excels in organizational development and coaching. Let's understand some factors from him. Welcome, Dr. D. How are you doing today?
Fine, fine. Thank you, Khushbu. And it's really nice to being here again and talking to our audience. Thanks.
Thank you. So, Dr. D, these days, organizational coaching or corporate coaching is in the air, and as we all believe that yes, it aims to or it aims at fostering positive or, for that matter, systematic transformation within organizations. Now, to a larger extent, it is also frequently used to help organizations achieve their strategic objectives, for that matter, enhance leadership capabilities, and also to a larger extent, create a culture or change or bring a change in the culture that's existing. We would like to hear and understand from you as to why do you think organizations are at this moment looking for coaching firms to provide coaching services to their companies, especially when for a very long time, in fact, for the longest period of time, corporates never really paid a lot of attention to coaching. They were more focused on the training and the mentoring part. Now, why, as per you, what do you think is what has happened? What change has come that the organizations have started to look for coaching firms?
I think it's a really great question. And what you said it's very true. Coaching, there is no alternate for the coaching, as you say, nowadays, for the people and the organization who wants to manage their organization and take it to the next level of growth and profitability. And there is not one reason. There are several reasons are there, and of course, all those reasons will not be able to complete in our one session of discussion. But one by one, I will try to put it here so that it is very clear for our audience who are viewing it online over our LinkedIn or Facebook or YouTube channels. It will be more better for them to understand it.
True.
See, what is the core challenges of the organization today? We need to understand, and once we will understand these challenges, then we will able to be very clear why coaching and why only coaching can help. See, one of the biggest challenges for the organization is that the organization has to be transforming organization. It is not like that ki olden days that ki you don't have competition and you are into highly monopolistic environment and you are managing your business.
Ji.
So there are a lot of competition. One, it is not only from the country but it is from all over the world. It is a global economy. India no more a local economy. It is heavily global economy. Second, India is the second largest system of startups. when 10 15 years back when a startup started, we never imagined that this bigger this startup ecosystem will be happening and the company will be growing and becoming unicorn almost every month. One or two companies are becoming like that.
Right.
So the competition for the existing organization is from the global players, and there are many smaller players, MSME sector and the startups in the country itself. And that competition is not only relating to producing the better product and services, but now people in India require better customer service also.
Right.
They
True.
required better value for the product and services they are buying from the organization. So it is not only the technical capability of an individual working in the organization is going to take care of this requirement.
Right.
I'm just explaining the challenges of the organization. Then I will
Right.
come to the employee and the manager.
Certainly.
So organizations are highly into transformative phase, highly automated the process, the manufacturing part, the delivery, the online thing, hyper active locals, those many transformation is happening in the business model, delivery system, supply chain, and the capability and quality of the product and services available in the country for different kind of the businesses.
Right.
So to cope up this kind of transformation which is happening in the business environment, you require to be a transformative company. And company and business and organization is all managed by the human being, whether it is the first level of employee, second level, third level, or managerial or leadership team. It is the employee who manages the organization, whether it is a small organization or a bigger organization. So the need of making these people to align with this transformative stage of the business organization in this country has compelled the people that they have to look for something beyond a traditional skill development training, and that can only be possible through a proper coaching mechanism.
Right.
And why coaching is because I always keep on saying coaching is all about people transformation.
Right.
It has nothing to do with just a training or a skill development. It is the overall transformation of the personality of the individual managers and executives working in the organization to further transform and empower their decision making and implementation capability, what they keep on doing from morning to evening as a manager or as a leader in the organization. So the a company level, in order to have this, they must have to have the coaching process, and that coaching process can happen in-house also or through the external party, like India Coaching Federation and many other coaches are there who
Right.
are able to provide this kind of services to the organization, or it can happen by developing their own mechanism in the organization to empower their peoples and senior managers to become a coach, to manage, mentor, and transform their employees to take out the work what is required from them.
Right.
That is at the organization level. When you see at the workforce and managerial level, you will see that around when there is a research for the manpower in Fortune 500 company in India, and
Ji.
there we have identified that the average age of the leadership team in the Fortune 500 company is around 55 years, whereas the average age of the workforce, middle and lower class workforce which is working in the organization, is just 30 to 32 years.
Right.
So there is a huge gap between the age of the people in the managerial level, leadership level, and at the workforce level. This generation G, or what a millennials, what we call,
Ji.
their expectation from their life, from their career, from their business where they are working is totally different. The Maslow's need theory is still relevant, but the two bottom level need theory of the basic need and social need and security need is no more relevant even in India, at least in top 20, 30 cities of India. Even the employees, the workforce in your organization requires their three high level of needs where they need to experience love, belongingness, self-esteem, and self-actualization at their level of work, whatever they are doing.
Whatever that is.
Last week, I was doing another talk show on quiet quitting. I was explaining there, if these needs are not going to be fulfilled,
Yeah.
it is very difficult to retain your employee in the organization. So, organization has to be capable enough to operate from that level of consciousness, especially their leadership team, so that they can take care of these self-esteem and self-actualization of the employees, the major workforce working in the organization you are managing it.
True.
And the third level is the at the HR level, what I call the people who are responsible for managing and empowering the workforce, human resource in the department.
True.
What are the three, four challenges they face? One, managing the performance of the employee.
Right.
Second, their challenges, their work pressure, their time management, and managing the team. And the third and fourth, you can say, keeping and retaining the peak performance in the organization.
Right.
And the fourth one, which I was sharing it, providing a work culture and environment in the organization where the employee should feel respected, rewarded, and taken care of. This all requires a very tender care of support and guidance at the human level, because we should not forget key employees are first a human being individual. They are an
Right.
individual human being,
Right.
whatever position and profile they are working. So you have to bring a human touch while you are going to add value and empower and transform your team. And that can only be possible through a proper designed coaching framework where a capable coach is able to introduce the employee through the process of self awareness,
Right.
and then they are able to understand what is their capability, what is their strength and weakness, what is their strength and capability, on which basis they can attach to the legacy and vision of the organization, and able to take their own team, their own life and career, and then the overall business and performance of the organization, and take it to the next level of growth and profitability. So these are the reasons which I have talked, just the points, like it requires to be taken care of, and hence a proper design coaching structure or coaching framework has to be required at the organization level.
True.
If this is not there, if there is a no coaching process is implemented, or people's who are coaching your team and managers and leaders are not well equipped with this kind of capability and skill, first you will not able to generate the performance from the team you are managing, and the second level, there is a high chance of losing the peak performers in the organization who are your future business leader.
True.
And there are a lot of demands for those kind of people in the organization, anywhere in this organization, in the market, in the business market, you can say it. So these all things are required to be taken care of by the organization, and hence you see there is a high demand of capable coaches and coaching practices in any organization who really wants to add value and invest in their employee to transform, empower, and coach them to help them become a future leader who can serve for the organization for a longer term. So this is a brief about, I would like to say, about the coaching process, why
So,
companies should go and why they are looking to have the coaching process in their organization.
well, very well explained, Dr. D. I think since this is too much in the air and people really need to know this, thank you very much for putting your thought process across. And I also heard you talking about something which I think I'm going to definitely take up in my next episode, which is about the multi generational workforce. Um, we shall definitely touch some points on this in the coming episodes. For now, Dr. D, one more thing that I would like you to please throw some light on. See, coaches with very industry specific knowledge, of course, may be able to point out blind spots to the organization if the organization is unaware of it. And it also has a great impact on very specific challenges that the organization has. I would like you to share your viewpoint on what exactly, when it comes to all this, the coaching, or the coaches doing what they're supposed to do, the firms providing what they're supposed to provide, and the challenges that is raised by the companies. Now, when all this happens, I would like you to share your viewpoint on what exactly these organizations should look at while they are picking up the coaches or the firms for coaching, and also what is it that ICF, India Coaching Federation, offers to the organizations in such need.
I think very good question again. It is always a big challenge for the organizations that when they are able to identify the coach, what kind of coach and who shall be their coaches.
Right.
So, as you are mentioning, of course, the industry specific coaches. But one thing, we have to be very clear what is the need of industry specific coaching. No, I think only the consulting part can be industry specific. There is nothing called human transformation industry specific. Human itself is a own entity on its own. So yes, when you are looking for a consultant who can guide you in empowering and improving your processes, yes, you need to have a industry specific consultant. Second, when you require to have some skills and competency challenges in your organization, then of course you can have industry specific trainers who can develop these skills and competencies. But again, what I'm just saying that the days has gone.
Right.
30 years back, 20 years back, when the average education level, the higher education level in a country like India used not to be very good. So people used to hire the freshers, the graduates, and then they used to come in the workforce and they required a lot of industry specific trainings. Nowadays, India having the largest ecosystem of professional, technical, engineering, management, MBA colleges, and all that. And all these graduates who are passing it out, they are highly skilled or educated in their field and the function where they did their specialization.
Right.
So, if you are providing a coaching and training at the level where specifically the managerial level, I think it can happen at only two level. Either your managers are not competent, so you have hired an incompetent manager somewhere in the organization, or it can be in case of promotion where the highly competent peoples are promoting into a different role where they are not aware of the role, which happens very rarely. Other than the business owners, family succession planning, this kind of things never happens in a typical professionally managed organization. So when an organization should look for a coach rather than going for an industry specific consultant or a trainer, they should be looking for a coach who can help empower and transform their people in the organization. Because empowering and transforming the individual is more important, and that individual is already a qualified person, a certified person, and you have hired that individual through a very tough scrutiny and recruitment process. So
Right.
if you don't have the confidence level issue on your hiring and recruitment process, another training will not help the more. And then what will be happening? You will able to engage the wrong person, and that person will not able to transform. So first, I would say that the people who are looking for a coaching, they should look for the people who understand the human design, who has the capability to empower and take the people from their journey of self-awareness and able to empower and transform those people. And before that, the coach himself or herself should have the ability to know how transform people's personality and their decision making. The second point I would like to say, the coaches must have their own transformation done. Lot of the coaches, they are themselves struggling, the branded coaches, the named coaches who are themselves struggling in their challenges of their life, career, and business. If they have not gone through their own transformation, they will not able to add value and transform the people.
True.
The third thing I would like to say that they have to have a confidence level. I say the coaches must have the confidence level inside them that they are able to resolve the any problem and challenges of the individual in their life, in their career, or in their business. If an employee working in the organization, 3 to 4 challenges are associated with them. One, of course, relating to the career problem. Second, of course, it is relating to the business related problem.
Right.
But we should never forget that he is an individual, so there is a lot of individual related problems are there, and he
True.
is a person with a family, so he will be having relationship related challenges, whether in his family or in the organization, dealing with the people in the organization, whether it is his superior or it is his subordinate or the stakeholders in the other stakeholders in the organization. So a DL coach should be a person who should be able to take the employee to the transformation journey, whether he will be able to transform his life, career, business, and relationship problem
Right.
at a time altogether. If this problem is not resolved, if the personal life and relationship problems are exist in these people's, whatever training and coaching you are going to provide, they are not going to help in delivering the result in their organization at the level what they are holding it.
Right.
The third and fourth, whatever the next part, I will say that when people should look for the coach, they should be looking for a kind of content, what people are able to bring, what coaches are able to bring the content and methodology of transformation. Lot of the coaches is still they have the old methodology of providing the presentation and doing the training. So they
Right.
do coaching, they do basically training on the name of the coaching. So again, they take it to the process of just making people understand the concept and philosophy of coaching, and some skills and competency. And that is not going to really help out the individual managers and business leader and executives in the organization to take care of their challenges. So
Right.
I always feel that if any organization is looking for a coach, first they should be asking for a thorough demo or demonstration of their capability, how they are able to do it in the earlier organization, whether they have some kind of credibility or not. If they are not having the credibility, they need to ensure that whether they are hiring or engaging a proper coach or not, that they
Right.
should be able to do that. Just not go for the certification and the testimonials what they are able to acquire through their social medias. That is not going to be more effective. You invite the coach, at least the HR teams, the HR expert who are going to work with the coaches, they can get a demo and understanding of their processes, how they are going to do, what are the things they are going to have, what are
Right.
their methodology, how they are going to do the diagnostics, how they are going to do the assessments of leadership gap. There are many things which they require to be doing it. And these are the things I think most of the HR peoples are aware of. But how they are going to do it, that is again their level of understanding and transformation, how they can take it up to their level. But I see they should be able to go through with this all kind of things before engaging coaches. As far your last question is concerned, our India Coaching Federation has been founded on the foundation of people transformation. We
Right.
have developed the methodology which is first deal with the people, because we believe unless you transform the individual, you cannot transform their life or their career or their business they are engaged with. So first, people has to be transformed, people has to be empowered in their life. And our methodology is one of the best patented, copyrighted in this world, and it is very unique. And that's why we offer 100% security and money back guarantee to our coaching programs. We are able to create milestones, assessments, gap analysis, a roadmap for the people transformation. And many of the big corporates, they come to us for their leadership training, CXO level training and coaching, and we are
Yeah.
able to provide their assessment. So that we are already doing it. We are already engaged with many big organizations, and we are doing it, and we will able to do to any one of the organization. We have a huge bandwidth of coaches in our platform who are highly capable, trained, transform themselves, and they have been equipped with the tools and technologies. They are going to take any person, any people into their individual transformation later on to their career and business transformation journey. So this is all about what India Coaching Federation is offering as
Yeah.
far the coaches is concerned, and we are able to produce remarkable result with our people and the coaches and the organization we are working with to fulfill their expectation or over expectation, fulfill their expectation from their coaching practices and need. Yeah.
Right. Well, this conversation definitely was absolutely very, very insightful, and I must say it was very interesting too. So, dear viewers, I think it's the fact that coaching validates, it supports, and in my opinion, it also empowers the individuals within an organization. That's what I have learned from Dr. D and from India Coaching Federation, that it totally, totally empowers the individuals within an organization. So it completely, if the organization finds a need, or maybe you can probably look for if there is a need and dive in right away for the right coaching team for your individual teams at the workplace. It gives them a complete neutral party to tackle concerns about their professional development, with as well as a safe place to or space to practice difficult conversations, which sometimes it a little tricky to do it within an organization with the same kind of people. Well, this brings us to the end of our episode today. Thank you so much, Dr. D, for your presence here today yet again. We had a great time listening to you, and many thanks to all those who joined in for today's episode. I'm sure this episode has proven to be very, very interesting and insightful to each one of you. Thanks for being here. Dr. D, thank you very much. We are going to look forward to having you in the next episode also. It's time to say bye for now. Stay tuned for the next episode on next Saturday. Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.